hilarious.
And we got Maurice.
Oh, that's right. Maurice is with us.
got
I was
Maurice
about
in the
to
house.
talk about
Hey.
LeBron.
What's up,
There he
Maurice?
is.
How y'all doing?
Maurice, you ready to do not over-unders?
Fence questions. Fence questions.
I think of what it was
No
called.
fence riders.
Jeez.
What's in that water bottle, man?
I don't know. I'm getting drunk. I'm stealing players
Everclear.
from Tyvus. Maurice, you don't play fantasy football, do you?
No.
Smart man.
Wow. He's out.
Can y'all hear me?
Are the Buckeyes going to win on Saturday night?
Yes. Can you hear me? I
Yeah,
can hear you.
We can hear
hear
you.
you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're definitely going to win.
He's a confident man.
Definitely going to win. Maurice, why the confidence so high?
Well, we've been rested, and I probably talked enough stuff to Ryan Day. I hope he got mad enough to go to practice and prepare better.
Oh, wow.
Maurice, I have a theory.
You're hilarious, right? That man is
No,
a
no.
troll.
No, listen. So hold on. I'm partly troll, but I partly tell the truth. And so what happens with people at Ohio State, the circles, nobody wants to tell the truth because everybody wants to be cool with the program.
That's right.
And I've been at odds with the program for years, so
That's
that's right.
right.
Me, right? so
He's not a kiss ass like everybody else.
Hey, I love the fact that
Who
Maurice.
is everybody else?
I love the fact that Maurice. I love this. You don't eat birthday cake with nobody. You're not trying to go to the bar mitzvahs and the cookouts.
Yeah.
Wait
You're
a
not
minute.
trying to kick it at
me
happy hour.
and Maurice just
Well, the bar
talked on
mitzvahs and
Twitter.
cookouts do have good food.
They do,
Yeah.
right? And it's free. But he could buy his own.
What did I say, Maurice, that you commented on Twitter? Me and you had a conversation just like a couple days ago. What did I say?
I don't know, and I don't know, but that wasn't targeted towards you. But just a lot of former players in general, they want to stay invited. They want to keep on going to the Woody Hayes. And sometimes we just we dump it. No, this is what we do. We dump the comments on the players as if the players are the only factor in this, right? Man. Players are supposed to make plays. Coaches are supposed to put players in a position to make play, right? And so I've played football long enough and I've studied football long enough to know that if you're either you have the wrong personnel on the field, either if you're in the wrong coverage, if you can adjust to what the team is doing in front of you, or if you just get hit upside your head with plays that you haven't prepared for, that doesn't fall solely on players, right? And that falls solely on the coaches putting people in here. So we have like we'll line up players, right? And we'll talk about the defense versus the offense and all that other stuff. But we need to start talking about coaches versus coaches, right? And to see like, do these guys really have what it takes? And so my comments towards Harbaugh, or not towards Harbaugh, towards Ryan Day was like, yeah, there's a little truth to what Ryan Day said. Trussell did his thing and he had his signature wins. Urban came in, had his signature wins and his championship. And for the large part, Ryan Day inherited a lot of that. He inherited the recruits and the culture and everything like that, right? And so me and Tyvus can go win 11 or 12 games, but they don't bring in and pay you top dollar to beat Toledo and San Jose State and, Iowa State. So they bring you in to win the premier games. They bring you in to beat Michigan, and they bring you in to win these type of games right here. And that's all I was saying.
That's fair.
For the entire week. Yeah, it's very fair. But I might be the only one you hear say that ever wore an Ohio State uniform.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I mean, I think you.
That's not true because I was the one that said I was criticizing Jim Knowles. I said I don't know. You don't pay somebody $2 million to go out there and call cover zero for 3 straight downs either. That's blasphemy.
Well, Tyvus, that's why we live in the same neighborhood.
But you know what, guys? The good news is that Ryan Day has the opportunity, along with the team, of course, to turn his reputation around.
He does.
I mean, he's got the opportunity.
He can right all the wrongs.
Maurice, I said on an overtime segment, he's got to win. It's like Jake Taylor. You got to win the whole effing thing.
Yeah.
Because if they lose to Georgia after losing to Michigan, sell the house. Go. If they beat Georgia and lose to Michigan twice in 2 months and lose the national title to Michigan, sell the house and run because they are going to burn it down.
I don't know about
His
that.
only option is to win the whole thing. That's it. It's almost
okay.
He would have been better off going to the Rose Bowl and beating Utah and getting some of the heat off them. But now, you got to win the whole thing.
If they lost to the team up north, I don't think they run them out of town.
Who?
I don't think they would.
2 losses in a month?
I don't think they run them out of town.
You can't. Yeah, no. You can't lose to them twice, bro.
I don't think they're going to run them out of town.
Twice in 2 months.
I just don't think they will.
Listen to me. Okay, bro, you can't lose to them 2 times in like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That is like the first thing. Like we can. We can go get everybody. Like, do you understand? Ohio State can go get whatever coach they want, right? We don't have to put up and tolerate that, right? And so,
That's true.
But just like you said, Jason, what better person or what better scenario for you to tell the whole world F you? For you to tell the whole world, like, I didn't build this on Urban's back. For you to tell the whole world, like, I can't really coach. You have the opportunity in front of you. This is the stage, right? This is what people are made of. This is what champions are made of. This is what great coaches are made of. That's like what he can do over these next 2 weeks can cement his legacy and have him sign a billion-year contract with Ohio State. But if he don't, you failed in the moment. So just like you talk about players, you hold players to fire. You have to be able to hold the coaches to the same fire. And if not, just how they say, like if a player doesn't produce and they say next man up, same thing with coaches. You know, this is a premier program, bro.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm saying?
love that.
Maurice, mate, I thought it was, a month ago, I
They're
thought
not
it was
gonna
crazy.
fire that man.
Honestly, a month ago, I thought it was crazy to fire Ryan Day. And after this conversation with Maurice, I think he's dead on.
They're not
Everybody is fireable.
Dead on.
They're not going to fire Ryan Day.
Michigan and win the big
Y'all
games.
need to cut
Nobody
it out.
cares if you beat Purdue and Iowa
So,
and
Tyvus-
all these schlubby schools.
Yeah. Are you?
Okay,
Are you?
Tyvus,
Wait a
what is
minute.
Ohio State?
Wait,
Let me say
are
this to
you
you.
asking
What
me?
Ohio State is.
Go ahead.
So here we go, bro. Let me tell you.
You gotta stand up. Stand up.
Okay, Ohio State. Listen to me.
Pastor
Ohio
Maurice about
State
to
is
preach.
a business, bro. This is what I'm telling you. It's a business. This is not Toledo. This is not Bowling Green. This is a business. This is an economic engine for this entire university, bro. Do you not understand? Or for this entire city? This is our culture and is labeled on being a premier program. You can't have somebody disrupt that, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Do you understand the history and why Urban Meyer was brought in here? Understand the history why anything is here. Nobody is bigger than this whole thing. You have to beat Michigan and you have to win premier games. There is not a single person who transcends that, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If he can't get that done, we can buy Luke Fickell out of his contract. You know what I'm saying? Bring him from Wisconsin the next week to bring him down here. This is about money, bro. This ain't about college sports and kids. This is a business. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
So I may be wrong, but I really think I'm right. I'll say that.
What about Vrabel?
I'll
Go
say
back
that.
Vrabel.
Well, hell, I should.
That's such a power move, Maurice.
Hey, I should have.
Pass the plate. Pass the plate.
I'm tapping Maurice Clarett in on the get rid of Kevin Stefanski train. That was beautiful. That was concise. This is a business. We're not worried about feelings here. What you talking about? You are brought here to beat
man.
Pittsburgh,
Listen.
Baltimore, and Cincinnati. And I learned that from Maurice
They
Clarett.
not, listen, they not,
Pittsburgh
they
Baltimore.
not about to fire no Ryan Day. Man. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm gonna just tell you, Maurice, right now, they not gonna fire Ryan Day. If he beats Georgia and loses to the team, I don't think they fire him. I don't think they would.
Okay, well, let's just talk. I would rather encourage him. I don't know, this thing is twisted. I would rather encourage him to win. I want him to win.
We
right?
all do.
But you need to feel the pressure, bro. You have to do something. So, like, okay, so why do we?
His seat would
let me
be
say this.
hot for sure.
Okay,
It'd be
well,
on fire.
Why do we say this about young kids who walk around with their chest puffed up, right? Say, man, who did you play? Who did you beat? What are you doing? That's all Jim Harbaugh said to him. And he brought the conversation to the forefront. He could have shut Jim Harbaugh up by beating him 3 weeks ago. But this is a national conversation right now, and the conversation is, can you win a big game? That is it.
That's what I say.
Can you win a big game?
He only has one big win on his resume, and that's Clemson.
Oh, he beat
Okay, so
Michigan
what are
the
we
first
talking
year.
Damn it, he should have.
No, but I'm saying he did win. He did win that
I'm
game.
talking about in the CFP. He beat Clemson that one year, and they lost to Bama. That's the only
Okay,
big
so
win.
let's say,
Yeah. Go ahead, Maurice.
my last thing before we get into the game,
Yeah.
right? It's just like this. If you put a player in, like they say, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. So what do you say about coaches? You feel I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Are you prepared? Do you have your guys prepared? Do you have them mentally in the game? Are they ready to execute? Can you get in Jim Knowles' ass? Can you get in your players' ass? Can you get in everybody's ass? Come on, man. What are you talking about? This is a
You need to say this to the Browns, too.
Damn.
You need to say that to the
Bro,
Browns.
this
Dang,
is
bro.
business,
Maurice
bro.
has been up since 4:45. He's working out this morning. I saw the tweet. 6:30 in the morning, I'm on Twitter. Maurice.
That man woke up
I know
hot.
every day what time Maurice gets up.
That boy
Hey,
by
the
is
other-
going.
The other
This
Buckeye
is
on
every
staff.
day, bro.
The other Buckeye on staff is chiming in. Brad texted us and said, "You're 100% right, and Tyvus is crazy." So Brad's on your side.
Y'all saying it like I'm not on y'all side. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Tell Tyvus
I'm
said
saying
wake
that I
up.
just don't see them firing Ryan
But
Day.
would you fire him personally?
Would I fire him?
Yeah.
because I want to win.
Okay, so
but
he's with
but it's much more. They'll say
just saying it-
they'll
they're
say
not
it,
gonna
but
do
they
it.
will say it's much more to it. These kids are great players. They're great to the society.
That's for OU.
They're going to the
Tyvus-
NFL.
Tyvus-
That's what they'll
That's for
say.
the That's
So
for the
how do you
Bobcats.
fire a guy that's got a high graduation rate?
That's for the
He's putting out.
Bobcats.
He's developing great young men.
That's true, like Tommy Togiai.
So
great
what am I?
player.
You
Go to
gonna
Kent.
fire a guy that's
Go to
having
Kent.
society be great because
That's
of
a
these
charity.
players?
That's a charity speech. Go to Kent.
I'm
go
just
to
telling
OU,
you.
Get you some
So,
BJ.
I'm just telling
Ohio.
you, get ready when they say that. Just say that I didn't tell you.
I didn't think there was.
You
any-
heard it from me
I
first.
thought it was nonsense to talk about firing him after they lost to Michigan. But if he loses to them twice in 6 weeks,
Yes.
he's gone.
I don't think he's gone, man. I'd be shocked.
In a way, I think this is unfair. In a way,
It is unfair.
It's almost
They
worse.
should be in the Rose Bowl. They should just beat Utah in the Rose Bowl and like you're good.
Like beating Georgia would be a magnificent win. And yet, I almost feel like it's worse if they lose to Michigan a second time than losing
That's
to
what
Georgia.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's screwed. The only thing they can do is win the whole thing. That's
Yeah.
his only way out.
Yeah.
If they get boat raced by Georgia after coming off the Michigan thing,
Yeah.
he's in trouble.
Right.
But if he loses to Michigan twice,
Listen,
he's gone.
if he loses to Georgia, he'll get another year at least.
Yeah.
Tyvus, let me ask you one question, right? Who do you think does the selection or deselection of coaches?
The boosters?
I would get either the boosters
fans.
or
It's
geez.
the
Fans,
boosters.
bro, no.
It's the boosters.
So the board of trustees and the boosters, that's who employs. But you can't have the people who support your school, the people who you're asking to give this money to for NIL, the people who you're asking to come patronize your business. Your customer is always right. You feel where I'm coming from? So whatever the customer says and whatever the customer drives, these will be the people driving the decision making.
I hear what you say. I hear
Right.
what you're saying, but let me give you a prime example. The team up north.
Right.
They was all wanted Jim Harbaugh out of there. He still stayed. He got the thing turned around.
But the
Who's to say
expectations
Ryan Day
aren't
doesn't do
the
the
same.
same?
But you
Why
supposed to-
isn't it?
you supposed to-
Why isn't it the same?
Because you're supposed to be
I'm gonna tell you why.
You're supposed to be
Stop
better
it.
than them.
Y'all better cut it out.
No.
Cut it out.
Tyvus, this is the reason. It's context, bro. Michigan was a struggling program, and then you say, who else do we get for Jim Harbaugh? Like, we have a 10-year agreement with him or an 8-year agreement with him. Let him build and develop. Ohio State, prior to Michigan coming up, is already
there.
up here. It's already a brand. It's already established. So the guy you can go get at Apple to go run Apple, you can go get a premier person to run Apple, where you have like this other company, this I wouldn't call Michigan a startup with business until he turned them around. That's the difference. You feel where I'm coming from? Where you can let him bring people through. You can let him develop. He's a hometown guy. He went to Michigan. He went to the NFL. He went to a Super Bowl. You can deal with that. When you are a premier program, bro, if Ohio State put their hat on and said, we're looking for a new coach, do you know who they can get, bro? You can go get
Give me a
anybody.
name. Give me a name.
Kevin Stefanski.
Vrabel.
We good, dog.
Makes a lot of sense.
We good. We good. We
Maurice,
good right now.
Maurice, what about Mike Vrabel?
I mean, this is my personal opinion. I'm not going to. I wouldn't want to do.
This is by far Maurice's best segment yet. Please don't leave us. Internet.
Oh, we got frozen.
He would-
Internet, holy God.
He was probably going to say that he wouldn't deal with NIL in the transfer portal if he was Mike Vrabel.
By the way, every week we hear
We got
another.
Maurice back, by the way.
Go ahead. We lost you, Maurice. You were about to say something about Mike Vrabel.
No, I just wouldn't want to.
No.
Oh.
Look.
He's cutting in and out.
Did you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I just said I don't think Mike, like after what you're doing in the NFL, I couldn't see him wanting to come and deal with recruiting. You know, that's a whole animal to just deal with recruiting and being on the road to chase down these kids. And I mean, I wouldn't want to do it.
By the way, last thing on college football before we move on, because we want to get to our game. But I got to say, and I'm curious your guys' thoughts on this, especially you guys who played big time college football. I am so sick. Every week we hear another head coach in college football complaining about NIL. There's no rules. There's no this. Complaining about the transfer portal. I don't give a rat's ass about what these coaches think. I'm glad the kids can go wherever the hell they want. I'm glad they can make as much money as they want. I don't think there should be any rule. Maybe there should be some rules about transferring, maybe. But I don't care about any rules for NIL.
Well,
they should be able to make every last dollar they can. I don't care if the school has to pay them.
But the only thing about it, the only thing that makes it bad is that if I'm playing at Ohio State, and I'm good, I'm having a great career.
Yeah.
Somebody from Michigan State hits me up and say, "Hey, you hop in that transfer portal, we'll give you this." Like, that's tampering. You can't do that.
I don't care.
That's why you can't do that.
They do that with coaches all the time.
You cannot do that.
Those guys are getting paid.
Yeah, you can't do that in the league. So why would you do it in college?
Yeah.
Okay, you're brainwashed again, bro.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, tell them.
Listen to me. You are, bro. Have you ever heard of free market? So
our country is built on free market.
You're thinking the premise that you like. Okay, the premise of your argument is that like the NCAA has lied to everybody. This is not amateur sports. This is professional sports with guys who just happen to be 18 to 22.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
In America,
and I want my back. I want my back pay too.
Yeah, when you drive down the street and somebody says, "Hey, if you want a better opportunity here, apply here. If you want a better opportunity there, apply there." We're posting jobs in different job markets. That's all this is, bro. You should be advocating and happy and proud that these young dudes can go earn what they want, where they want. It's the same thing with coaching. Coaching, if you're good, go where you want. Go do what you want. Go make what you want. That is the thing. To even put restrictions on it or to act like we have to control it is the issue. If these guys want to dance around every year, so what? Who cares? Why do you care? Why do I care? If a guy wants to mess up his own career, who would care? Everywhere else in America, we have this thing right. But for the sake of economics, I'm telling you, for the sake of economics, bro, listen to me. I've lived this experience. I've like, you were talking from being inside the institution. I was somebody who tried to go do this and to be held captive over some BS rules that they make up just for them for the purpose of profiting. It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Let these kids do what they want to. Let them go play where they want to. Let them have their eligibility where they want to. You got 4 or 5 years after that, you're done, and nobody would care. If a kid messes his money up, hey, bro, like let the university put resources around you. If you take advantage of it, you do. If you don't, you don't. But to think that we have to have all of these controls and all of these processes put in place around these kids to control them and to control their future and to control transferring, like, who cares? Okay, if you like somebody at Michigan State and you're at Ohio State, hit them up. If they transfer, they transfer. If they don't, they don't. Like, that's free market. That's America. That's my thinking behind this. So I don't want to say you're wrong and I'm right. I don't want to say I'm right, you're wrong.
I think my purpose is I don't want to see a kid ruin his life. I think I care. I care. I think I care.
Hey, so, okay, all right, stop it, Nelson Mandela. I'm going to tell you like this. Those kids ruin their lives when they take – here we go. Those kids okay, Mr. Self-Righteous and want to sound good. I'm telling you this. They ruin themselves when they take them nonsense classes.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
That's true. That's true.
Listen to me. When you let your kid walk to African American Studies and take that for 4 years, it's ruin their life. When you plan for a kid to go take a journalism class or a communications class and he never wants to be a journalist, he ruins his life. When those kids get shuffled through and walked across that stage with no education, I come from the same system you come from, bro. I walk around to all these universities, LSU, Alabama, Mississippi State, Florida State. Ruining your lives is purposely being miseducated by administrators and academic success support teams and doing it for 4 years, your mother not knowing any difference. You walk across the street with a piece of paper and you can't go do anything. That's having your life ruined because you wasted your time and given your body to a field to a game.
I agree with this wholeheartedly.
Even if you have to agree with it, I can build this with facts. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying this from like an angry standpoint, but these are like these conversations like around controlling kids and get out of here, bro. Get out of here. You mean you tell me somebody can make $8 million a year?
I don't think. See, I think you got it on two different things. I'm not talking about a kid ruining his life as far as academically. I'm talking about as far as him going to chase some money and then you tell me to transfer to Michigan State and I'm gonna play and I got an NIL deal that depends on me playing.
It's his choice.
And now I'm not gonna play when we get there. Like now I can't get my money.
So
that's what
so people transfers for jobs incentives every day that they don't hit bonuses and things like that. This stuff happens every day in the regular world, bro.
But you
That's
going,
what I'm trying to tell you.
you leaving the safe money to the risk money that you might not get.
Okay, but the power and freedom of choice is what makes us American, bro.
And
that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want them to make the wrong decision. That's my ultimate thing.
We all gonna make bad decisions.
Yeah.
You gonna make good decisions.
Now when it financially like this is
better to have the choice than to have no choice.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like if
I get what you're saying.
you blow it all, now you $70 grand, now I get nothing. Like now I made a decision, and I'm gonna get nothing out of it.
Let's leave it there for now. Sorry, Jason.
That's all right. We can talk.
Hey, I gotta come. We got to do a rapid
I'm
fire.
coming to the studio to argue with you, Titan.
Yeah. Let's do a rapid fire fence.
This is great content, by the way.